Parking lots across Nevada look like this: gas car, gas car, gas car. But over the last 3 years, over 100 of these charging stations have popped up across the state. Citywide, the Reno Fire Department responds to nearly 100 calls a day. And since they are an all-risk organization, they see everything from man-made to natural emergencies. As the sun is rising, you can see that the haze and the smoke has gotten so bad as it blankets the valley that you can barely even see the Reno skyline. Well, dozens of cats in Argentina's capital put their best paw forward today in a bid to be dubbed the most perfect feline. Welcome back, everyone. I'm forecaster Alexandria Cannito, taking a look at your Reno Almanac this evening. Friday, the high was 95 degrees, a little bit warmer today at 99. Now, we were well above that average set at 93 degrees. However, we almost hit the record set back in 1946 at 101 degrees. Current temperatures right now, 88 degrees. The west-northwest winds are 14 miles per hour. They could gust up a little more this evening. Humidity not really playing a factor into the weather right now at 15%. Well, we all know it's important to drink more water, but I'm going to tell you about one health risk that is painful and can be avoided just by drinking a little bit more of this. Drought conditions here in Reno get worse every day, and as you can see, the water levels in this pond are so low that city officials have asked people to stop fishing here. That's right, Brian. I'm out here at Montreux for the Barracuda Championship. Jeff Ogilvy making his way down to the 18th hole, taking first place at this tournament. Well, it's in these Senate chambers right here that the ASUN senators here at the University of Nevada, Reno voted to support question 1 that voters will see on the November ballot. The Reno Collective is just one of several spaces helping the maker movement here in northern Nevada. Well, now to the gruesome killing out of Indonesia. The daughter and boyfriend of an American woman whose body was found stuffed in a suitcase in Bali have been arrested. From the food to the artwork on the walls, 90% of what this Carson Valley retail store and restaurant sells is produced locally. These apartments that you see behind me were set to be demolished earlier this afternoon, but city officials say that the plans have been halted for the demolition. Coming up on News 4 today, we're going to tell you why the plans were stopped and when these state-of-the-art apartments are set to be built. Every day, firefighters put on gear weighing nearly 25 pounds. And when it's a fire they're responding to, add a 25-pound air tank. The gear alone makes this job challenging, but have you ever thought about the other obstacles these men and women face?
But, due to the economy and stuff, you never know what type of call you're going to go on.
Citywide, the Reno Fire Department responds to nearly 100 calls a day. And since they are an all-risk organization, they see everything from man-made to natural emergencies. One high-risk scenario emergency personnel face is fighting structure fires. And while it may seem as simple as shooting water from a hose, firefighters have to plan for copious amounts of smoke and extreme heat from the flames. Sometimes they even face the challenge of breaking into a building in order to rescue victims. Motor vehicle accidents are emergencies seen every day in the Truckee Meadows, and extricating victims is no easy task.
It is a physically demanding job. The variation of skills that we are required to perform on a daily basis are incredible.
And while medical emergencies are lower risk than a structure fire, they account for 76% of calls the Reno Fire Department responds to.
EMS is our primary response. That's because everything we do is about life safety.
Responding to over 37,000 calls a year can be difficult, and Reno fire officials say it's more than their tools that help them in emergencies.
The diversity of the calls that we go on requires a lot of flexibility, but number one thing it requires is teamwork.
In Reno, I'm Alexandria Cannito reporting.
Yes on one. Yes on one. Yes on one.
That's the mantra Nevada Supreme Court justices hope to hear voters supporting in the upcoming election. Nevada is one of 10 states in the union that does not have a court of appeals. And after several failed attempts to win over voters, many wonder why this resolution can't seem to pass.
In the past has been cost and the feeling that there will be an extra level of bureaucracy.
Chief Justice Pierre Geary says that's not the case. The way the court is structured through this latest resolution, justices will decide which cases will actually make their way to the Court of Appeals. And among many reasons why they say voters should say yes.
Most importantly probably is the old saying that justice delayed is justice denied.
Justices have gone to the senators of the ASUN Department of Legislative Affairs in hope of raising awareness and support among students at the university. ASUN Speaker of the Senate, Caden Fabby, says this resolution will play an important role for students in the years to come.
If anyone is going into law or has any kind of legal trouble in the future of any kind, you want to make sure that your cases are heard and expedited.
Well, it's in these Senate chambers right here that the ASUN senators here at the University of Nevada, Reno voted to support question 1 that voters will see on the November ballot. ASUN will be hosting several initiative forums up until voting begins in November to help students be better prepared when heading to the polls. The queuing system called Dash Pass started here in Reno, then made its way to our capital city. Now DMV officials are preparing to launch it statewide. After much anticipation, new technology in Nevada is changing the way drivers view going to the DMV. Carson City resident Kim Hausman says she could not believe how much it cut down her wait time.
I jumped in the car. As I was walking through the door, they said, please go to counter 4. I mean, how simple is that? And then it took me about 5 minutes at the counter and I'm done.
Officials say this new technology is a game changer, and it's all done through the use of your phone. This queuing system is called Dash Pass, and it allows customers to wait in line from the comfort of their own home.
Everybody lives in a very fast-paced world now, and everything's digital, and all your information's right there in your cell phone. And this really meets that requirement of people wanting instant information.
Customers are able to text, phone, or go online and place themselves in the Dash Pass queue. After receiving wait time updates and arriving at the DMV, residents find out via text which window number they need to go to.
You usually only have to come in here once a year. So it's going to take our customers a while to really figure out that it's different, it's changed. But we think once they do, they're going to be thrilled because they're going to say, wait, I don't have to wait at DMV anymore. I can wait wherever I am, and if I'm having a sandwich at a restaurant, I can be in line at the same time, and that's the exciting part.
Now the real test will be to see how Dash Pass holds up in Las Vegas because of the size of the customer base. We'll be sure to follow its progress and keep you updated. Back to you.